What's going on, y'all? Today we got Yes, Kick is Evil. Let's get to it, man.
I remember first starting my YouTube journey and hearing about the rise of this new platform called Kick. But I soon realized that trying to stream without already having a following is kind of an uphill battle. Now, it's possible, of course, to do it this way and blow up, but it's much
It is an
easier
uphill
if you
battle.
already have
That's
people
why I be
that
making
watch you.
YouTube
And then
videos.
I
As soon as
saw the
OPG grow,
95-5
as soon as
split.
we up on the uphill, and I give me a little,
Meaning that if you
a
stream
little
on
community
Kick, you
going,
keep 95%
streaming
of the
all the
earnings
time.
you
You know
make
what
from the
I'm saying?
platform, and they only take 5%. And I was like,
What?
what do you mean? The owners say that for them, Kick is not even profitable, and all they care about is growth. What? Y'all playing with me. Why would two billionaires start an unprofitable company that just makes other people rich? Are they just good people? Are you guys just a couple
There
of
are
nice
no good billionaires,
So we
twin.
obviously know that Kick features a lot of content
Billionaire
that
niggas
many
are
platforms would
unethical.
consider explicit,
Unethical.
and the fact that the entire site is backed by an online casino might create some type of ethics issue. And then I read about a guy claiming to be the former business partner of the two guys that created Kick that sued them for stealing his idea, as he claimed that Stake, the virtual casino that backs Kick, was his idea. But he got outsmarted. You see, the case had to be tossed out since the claim was filed in the US, which means that Stake is out of its jurisdiction because Stake is based in a country that I've never even heard of. Who told you guys about Curacao? What a random...
Bro, these niggas got them escrow fund accounts and them offshore accounts, twin. Unethical billionaireism.
island. Did you guys just really like how they did business down there? Or is it because Curacao is a tax haven? And the fact that your customer base can't sue you unless they're in Curacao or the Netherlands, which wouldn't happen because Stake is banned in the Netherlands like it is in many European countries.
Oh my
like most
gosh,
notably when they
the
lost their
Trump card
gambling
of
license in
hell.
the UK for promoting adult content.
You cannot
because,
sue these niggas.
as a
Because you
promotion
can't even
for
go
Stake, they
where
had
you
an
can
adult
sue
film
these
star
niggas because
visit
it's
Nottingham
banned
Trent
there.
University, a college campus in England,
Oh
where she
my
promised to have
gosh.
sex with 180 guys.
Come on now, dog.
Stake did that?
Come on, man.
This is the
Yo,
company
these niggas
that
got her
financially backs
arrested.
Kick.
Oh
One of the
my
founders, his
god.
father, Jamie Craven, was such a
Unethical
financial criminal
ism.
that he went to jail in the 80s and got a temporary ban from working in any financial services. And this same guy is a director at EasyGo, the parent company of Stake. So we have a streaming platform backed by an online casino so controversial that it got banned in multiple...
List of restricted countries. If you live, okay, you can't experience. Okay, what do we have on here? Okay, America. Okay, the land of the free. That's cool. Okay, UK, Australia, France. Okay, Netherlands. We already knew that, right? North Korea. Everything banned in North Korea. Okay, everything
countries
cool. You know
and
what I'm
U.S.
saying?
states operating out of a tax haven while being
I ain't gonna say too much about that, so you know what I'm saying? These niggas got banned in the place of blood diamonds, bro. Some of the most unethical countries are banning you, nigga. How bad can your company be
under a parent
that you're
company
banned
with a white-collar criminal as
in the
director. Oh
place,
boy,
the
what could go wrong?
place
And then there's Kick's biggest ambassador by far, Aiden Ross.
in
Now,
South
I've seen him be a
Africa?
very nice guy as much as I've seen him be a very strange guy.
You've jerked off to your sister's nails?
Hold on, 1 second, yes. What you did is...
You've jerked off to your sister's nails?
Hold on.
But I didn't really care about any of that. I just wanted to figure out where he came from.
That's
I
why
didn't
that
really
nigga was
follow his
mad that she
come
was
up,
getting
but from
cracked
what I
by Zias.
understand, he
He
was
was
just
like,
a
"That's
casual
mine."
on and off streamer from 2018 to 2019.
That Kuji
and then all of a
mine.
sudden, within a very short time frame, he went from barely streaming to playing 2K with Bronny James, and within a year, he blew up. And that was it. And the more I read about him, the more I felt like I was skipping over something.
Yeah,
like,
this nigga is a staple in the WNL community, but he got them
One of the
connections.
biggest rising
I ain't gonna do the emote. Y'all already know the emote.
LA. Who is this man?
Yeah,
Why is
there
he
it
so
goes.
powerful?
There go the
I
emote.
genuinely don't
That nigga
understand.
Rampage,
Like,
you
I'm
got
not
it.
doubting his
You
charisma
got it. And
and
Puka
clearly
Nakua,
calculated moves to bring in
y'all
traffic to
niggas
his
tripping.
content. But what am I missing? And I've seen a lot of numbers thrown around.
Aiden
as to
Ross
how
got
much of
them
Kick
Aiden Ross
actually
connections,
owns,
bro.
because he's made
If
it
you
clear
know,
many
you know.
times that he has a, quote,
There's
good amount of equity
more
in the
unethical
company. And
Aiden Rosses
unfortunately,
above
the secret
Aiden
of how he
Ross.
blew up has been kept under wraps pretty good. But my guess is that he already had enough money to pay famous people to collab with him, and it's kind of like a Lil Mabu situation, where Mabu was a rich kid in New York City that
Lil
essentially
Mabu a
bought his way
fucking
into the
cornball,
music
bruh.
industry just for fun in high school before retiring to do what actual rich kids do, which is go to business school. And coincidentally, Mabu was also said to be in a serious relationship
Niggas be doing
with the
modern day
same,
minstrelsy, bro.
actress that got Stake in trouble in the UK.
He in the bed with Bonnie Blue
And like an
Balls,
idiot,
bro.
I assumed that you had to
Oh
be at least
my
18 to join
God.
Kick. And I also expected the biggest demographic to be kids pretending to be 18-year-olds. But to my surprise, you only have to be 13 to join Kick. This is a platform.
You only gotta be
with
13 on
essentially
Kick where
no
niggas
rules.
are
You
literally
guys are never
killing
gonna
each
believe
other,
this, but teenagers
shooting
are the age
people,
range
pulling
for the
out
biggest
guns.
demographic on Kick. the same platform with slots and casino
Nigga,
as the
isn't
second most
Nick
popular
Fuentes on
streaming
Kick?
category
Oh
on the
my
platform. The
gosh,
most
they
followed
let
account
it.
on Kick is a Colombian guy that called
They
all
letting
Colombian women
13-year-olds
bandits, who also said that
freely
if he had a
be
gay son, he'd
exposed
shoot him
to Nick
17
Fuentes.
times, which is something he definitely could have kept to himself. And here I was, thinking that Kick was only evil because it was seemingly a more explicit version of Twitch. When in reality, it's a more explicit version of Twitch, sponsored by gambling addiction, where kids can watch people die on live streams.
Facts,
Imagine
bro.
trying to
Like,
explain this to
what?
some guy in 2012. Hell, imagine trying to explain this to some guy in 2016. And I'm not even going to include the fact that guys like Johnny Somali were allowed to run wild on Kick, making money while being a professional burden to
Bro,
society.
Kick
Because in
is
2026, we
the
have guys like
absolute
this, a
definition
streamer
of
named Baby
niggas
Hayes,
do anything
on
for
stream,
content.
groping and harassing a crying sex worker with zero remorse. Like, my goodness.
This nigga so pussyless. He paid for pussy just to live stream and harass her. He got the hoes quiet. She gets paid to do this, and she's so fucking fed up with this chud. Oh my god, niggas do anything for content.
This is like a horror movie.
Stop crying, babe. Seriously,
Like, bro, she not.
Give me that punta.
He did get knocked out in Japan and even peed on himself.
Good
so there you
shit.
go.
Oh
and I
my
realized how
gosh, like-
dumb we must all be to stuff like this by now, because although I did not like seeing this clip one bit, something else that I was not was surprised. And I'm sure anyone else familiar
Niggas
with
do
Kick
anything
felt the
for
same way.
content.
This is not surprising. And it's such a crazy platform that
Like,
when someone
live
gets
streaming
banned from Twitch for doing something
prostitution
heinous, their
is-
first
isn't
instinct is to go
crazy?
to Kick, because they know that just like an enabling grandma, Kick will always take you in when you get kicked out. And not to mention, the trend of Kick streamers either running people over or crashing their car, both on purpose and accident, continues into 2026. Like, bro, this is, and obviously I'm not describing the actions of every Kick streamer, but many of the successful ones, like, you know, the ones that kids watch, act like idiots. Like this guy, he's doing 140 on the expressway. Like, brother, if you die, your viewers are just gonna call you an idiot. For what? Being from Chicago and also watching 1,000 Ways to Die as a kid,
Bro, I watched this shit and never again. I seen one episode where it was like a very large woman had a skinny like husband or boyfriend, and she rolled over him in her sleep, and he couldn't get up, so he suffocated to death. He died from like asphyxiation or whatever that shit called. Big word, SAT word, look that shit up. You know what I'm saying? And I had nightmares about that shit for like a good month. And I know I'm sleeping in my bed alone, so I don't know what I was so scared for, but that shit made me never watch 1,000 Ways to Die ever again. That shit was so
always
scary.
evaluated what I call stupid ways to die. I grew up in the hood. How stupid would I look to have dodged bullets in high school just to flip my car doing 140 miles an hour trying to impress a girl or the tiny children watching me? My wife would probably punch me in the face and inadvertently cause me to crash anyway because she would be so angry. Like, damn, bro, risk your own life. Do this when no one else is in the car with you, stupid little boy. And Vitaly. Now, is 9 months in prison too long a sentence for someone that was just being annoying? Yes. Just like 33 years old is too old to be playing like this. But of course his account is still active, and who knows, maybe he's a changed man now.
Hell
and
no.
I've seen the photo allegedly depicting him being baptized, but I don't believe that for 1 second, as Adam and Lena didn't immediately burst into flames upon entering the room with him. And just look at Aiden's face, man. Even if he was my blood relative, I wouldn't even trust him to house sit while I'm out of town.
Bro,
Not because
look
I
at
think
this
he'll steal something,
evil
but because I fear my
wizard
brain
looking
can't
ass
even begin to
nigga.
imagine the depraved activity that would probably take place in my house. Right now, Aiden Ross, Adam 22, or Vitaly. Who would you trust more to watch your house when you're out of town?
I'm just gonna be a strange hanging fruit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta kick the bucket. I'd rather die. You know what I'm saying? Adam probably gonna try to get me to do something with Lena, not going for that shit. You know, this nigga like fantasizing about being a cuck and black cock and balls. Vitaly, I don't know. That nigga's just a nut. Like I just don't trust that nigga. And then Aiden, I don't know. He might put whoopee cushions everywhere. He might honestly be the best choice. But that nigga gonna try to find a way to troll a nigga too.
Comment below. It's like Kick was
He gonna put a
created
bunch of
specifically
shit
to
spray
take
everywhere.
in people that got banned or would get banned from Twitch. And
I
it's kind of like
couldn't
OF,
let niggas in my
which in
house
case you
without my
didn't know, was
supervision.
originally meant to be a platform content creators could paywall certain content, like videos they'd have to heavily censor on other sites. Sort of like a Patreon. But instead, we all know what it's become today. They even tried to ban adult content on it in 2021, but once they realized that that was the only thing people were signing up for, they reversed the decision after only 6 days. And because all the creators started to cry, because how are we going to pay rent? Oh my goodness, I never thought of it that way. I feel so incredibly bad for you. They want you to make regular
Bro, the
videos
nigga
with
Trap
your shirt
University
on.
is so
That's
fucking funny,
horrible.
bro.
I don't mean to sound insensitive, but making this type of content is a choice. You know, unless you were being trafficked, you definitely didn't have to do this type of content at all. I've seen a lot of people on the internet suggest that a lot of different things are how creativity dies. And obviously that's a bit of an overreaction because you can't really kill creativity, but you certainly can hinder it for an entire generation. We all remember what it was like to be a kid when adults tell you, hey, you see that guy? Don't look up to him. He's not a role model. And then
See,
as a
but
kid,
you see this
you
nigga
say,
with a fucking
I don't look up to him.
Cybertruck,
I'm my own person. But when you see him in a big house and riding
Lambo,
around in a nice car,
I don't even know what
and you
that is. I don't
also
know if
want
that's a
those
Tesla,
things, and maybe
Mustang,
you
or
wanna live a
whatever.
similar life
You
to
see
the
this nigga
people
with
that you
all this
watch on
shit,
stream,
and you like,
that
damn,
is looking up
I'm
to
trying to
them.
get like that.
And
You know what I'm
obviously,
saying?
I'm not
You see a
saying that
nigga
some
like
kid that's
Quan
21 years old
with a
streaming
392
is
scat
trying to
pack
be a
wide
role
body,
model. I mean, because when I was
engine
21,
swap,
if I was streaming,
that
I
whole
wouldn't have
roaring.
immediately thought
Like,
that, oh, there's probably a 12-year-old
I
looking
gotta
up
get
to
my
me,
money
trying to do
up.
what I do. Meanwhile, I'm just being an idiot. Of course, I don't expect somebody that young to understand the impact that they have, but many of these people, once they see this type of success, they either keep going until they're way too old to be acting like this, or they do a complete 360. All of that media about a messed up
180
future that's
Trap
been common
University
in movies and
twin.
TV shows
180,
for over
they do a
50 years at this
180.
point is
Change that life
becoming
on
a
like
reality. It
speed.
is a reality. Actually, it's not becoming anything. We're already there. How scary. And at the top, we have a guy playing a role, essentially a puppet
Bro,
master.
look, like this
Because
nigga's eyes are soulless. Him, Mark Zuckerberg, and Mike Rubin are all in the same category. Like these niggas are just evil money niggas. They're not human
you get banned
anymore.
from Kick,
They were
there's
once
usually one guy
human,
you can call
and
if
then
you
they
ever
lost
want
their
this decision
humanity
reversed.
along the way.
And I don't know him, but he kind of scares me in the same way that Michael Rubin scares
Bro,
me.
what did I
Like,
just
yeah, he'll hand out
say?
some money. He'll give you some
Like-
hand out some money. He'll give you a
like,
call
bro.
if you ever want this decision reversed. And I don't know him, but he kind of scares me in the same way that Michael.
Like, look, bro, like, look at the eyes. Like, this nigga is not a human anymore. Them all white parties, bro. Y'all know who else was throwing them all white parties too, bro? You want to know where he got it from, bro? Just cause he owns fanatics and shit.
Rubin scares me. Like, yeah, he'll hand out
Fabletics,
some
whatever
money,
that
he'll
nigga
give you a
own.
career.
Oh
But
my
just can't help but
gosh.
feel that inside of his head, there's some ulterior motive that's probably darker than any of us could ever imagine.
I ain't
But
gonna say nothing
entertainment is gonna be
because I'm not
entertainment.
trying to get no
But that's pretty much
defamation
all I
lawsuit.
can
That
take for
nigga
now.
Aiden
So
Ross got them
thank you guys
Aiden
for
Rosses
watching
in
as
the court,
always. Don't gamble.
in the
And
courtroom
I'll see you next
shit.
time.
I'll never fuck with that. See you next time, Trap University. You know what I'm saying? We gonna end the video off on, you know, the emo, the Puka Nakua, Rampage Jesse. You know what I'm saying? This has been Yes, Kick is Evil. If you enjoyed the video, let me know. You know, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you for rocking with me, twin. I rock with you. Check out all my links in the description. I'm dlahnz on everything. Appreciate y'all for watching the video, man. Peace out.